Hello everyone, and welcome to you, customers and partners. Welcome to the first Givaudan Active Beauty Keynote. Welcome to our world of beauty, science, and nature. I am delighted to be with you today. Together, with our scientific and marketing experts, we will guide you into the secret backstage of our innovation laboratories and unveil 3 innovations. You might wonder how we come year after year with successful innovation to you. Well, in fact, we have identified 3 major drivers that guide us into the design of our innovation, and we call them the 3 E. E for efficacy. Because consumers are looking for real benefits in their products, we challenge the high performance of our molecule through an exhaustive set of clinical trials versus placebo. E for emotions, because consumers are looking for positive emotion. We use neuroscience to identify new molecules that can bring them a better feeling and make them happier. And last but not least, E like ecology, because consumers understand there's no planet B, and they expect the beauty industry to be much more sustainable. This is why we build on sustainable technologies such as green chemistry and biotechnologies to produce our innovations. It is time now to push the door of our innovation laboratories. For this, I will have the pleasure to welcome 2 of our experts, Mrs. Catherine Zanqueta, who is our Innovation and Strategic Project Manager, and Mr. Matthias Fleury, who is the Head of Category for Active Ingredients. Let's start with our first breakthrough. When it comes to skin aging, there are clearly 2 sets of factors that are identified by consumers. The evolution of their skin color, should it be a redness, appearance of dark spots, or uneven skin tone, and the visible changes of the skin surface, including wrinkles and pores. Large pores and visible pores are among the top 5 consumer concerns worldwide. This is even the #1 concern for Chinese consumers. This concern has even given birth to the term porexia, a name coined by dermatologists to describe the 70% of women who have not found a product that enables to control their pore size. Catherine, we know that genetics, sebum, and sun exposure have a direct impact on the pore size. Maintaining and controlling the pore size is a real biological challenge. Can you tell us how the scientific team from Givaudan Active Beauty has been able to tackle this solution by investigating new biological pathways?
When issues with dilated pores come up in conversation, it emerges that almost all active ingredients on the market today target an excess of sebum. Even if it often makes the problem worse, sebum is only a secondary factor in dilated pore issues. The main causes are structural. 2 main causes have been identified: a fragility of the dermis and a solidification of the epidermis, otherwise known as parakeratosis. To counteract those structural defects of the skin, our new active Neoporil is based on a source of energy, mannose phosphate, which favors collagen production and organization. In addition, it contains lysine and proline, essential amino acid constituents of collagen, and copper, which has been proven to limit parakeratosis. Our scientific experts have demonstrated the efficacy of Neoporil in restructuring dilated pores. Firstly, Neoporil stimulates the production of various types of collagen, increasing gene expression by more than 30%, leading to a direct increase of collagen in the skin. It also stimulates production of decorin, a glycosaminoglycan responsible for connecting collagen fibers. Secondly, Neoporil limits parakeratosis by inhibiting hyperdifferentiation and decreasing the density of nucleated cells in the stratum corneum. This effect straightens the dermis, restores plasticity of the epidermis, recreating an optimal skin structure to avoid the emergence of dilated pores.
Thank you, Catherine. So, Neoporil really acts like a biological pore shrinkers by rejuvenating the entire extracellular matrix structure, which is a kind of magic. But Matthias, if we look at the benefit for consumers, what are the performances that have been observed? Does it work for men, for women, at any age?
Indeed, Fabrice. As you understood, we chose to address enlarged pores differently from most of the other solutions available today on the market. By reinforcing key structural characteristics of both dermis and epidermis, Neoporil is able to drastically reduce pore size in just 1 to 2 weeks. This was highlighted in 2 different clinical studies, specifically run on different populations, to demonstrate the universal activity of this ingredient. A first study was performed on women with a Caucasian skin type and from 2 distinct age groups, 20 to 30 or postmenopausal in their 50s, where we could observe a significant reduction of the pore size by more than 15% versus placebo in just 2 weeks, no matter the age range, and with an increasing efficacy during 2 months. A second clinical study took place on men with an Asian skin type, and this time, a reduction of the pore size was observed in just 1 week by more than 30%. Neoporil is thus an efficient and brand new way to target enlarged pores, one of the main concerns of beauty consumers globally. Thanks to its innovative composition, combining a biomimetic source of energy and key amino acids, it demonstrated an amazing activity regardless of gender, ethnicity, or age. This makes it a great new ingredient for all brands looking to craft the perfect universal formula when it comes to pore size.
Thank you, Matthias. Getting such results in such a short time is just fantastic. There's no doubt that Neoporil will not only be used in face care product, but also in active makeup and hybrid products to bring its benefits to consumers worldwide. Now, let's move one level up and explore another exciting topic related to scalp care. This incredible innovation started in the island of Sulawesi in Indonesia, where Givaudan works with hundreds of local producers to get the best quality of patchouli oil fragrance. Our botanical phyto experts have explored the molecules which are left in the leaves after the extraction of the oil, and they have discovered that patchouli has much more to bring to consumer than its iconic perfume. Catherine, when we ask consumer what a healthy scalp is, they usually mention dandruff and itchiness. Can you explain us what kind of molecules have been discovered in the patchouli leaves and what are the benefits from a scientific standpoint?
The cycle of itching, irritation, and discomfort associated with white dry flakes is caused by dry scalp. The picture is very different from oily dandruff, characterized by an excess of sebum and the presence of particular strains of bacteria and fungi. Dry flakes are the result of specific biological processes, combining a low level of sebum, a weak barrier function, and an anarchic migration of keratinocytes, leading to clogging of the stratum corneum with dead cells. Developed by Givaudan Active Beauty, Patchouli is an extract obtained through the upcycling of patchouli leaves. It contains specific botanical oligosaccharides and proteoglycans. These oligomers act on keratinocytes to limit their excessive migration, which has the effect to reduce the thickness of the stratum corneum. This contributes to decreasing overexfoliation from the scalp, the source of dry flakes. Simultaneously, Patchouli triggers the skin barrier function, stimulating the production of natural moisturizing factor, increase it in up by 35% to rebalance dry scalp by normalizing the sebum production. As a result, the skin status of the scalp shifts from dry to normal.
Thank you, Catherine. So Patchoulop is definitely a perfect example of our 3E rules. We build from nature, we use science in a very sustainable way by upcycling exhausted patchouli leaves to get highly potent new molecule. Matthias, we have not only evaluated the physiological benefits of Patchoulop, but also the psychological one. Can you let us know what were the benefits that were discovered during these clinical trials?
Thanks to its exclusive composition, crafted through the upcycling of patchouli leaves from the fragrance industry, Patchoulop is indeed able to relaunch key biological processes in the scalp. This results in a drastic reduction of white dry flakes, both in rinse-off and leave-on applications, as demonstrated by our clinical studies, while bringing soothing and relief to the itchy scalps. This obviously opens a wide scope of possibilities in terms of finished formula for the most innovative hair care brands. But let's not forget one of the signature of dry and itchy scalp, which is the toll it takes on the self-confidence and general mood of consumers. By leveraging Givaudan's expertise in neurosciences, we evaluated the mood and emotions of people suffering from this scalp condition, and demonstrated the benefits of Patchoulop to lighten their mood and bring them way more positive emotions. This was achieved through the use of several state-of-the-art neuroscientific methods based on non-verbal communication. Monitoring and interpreting consumers' posture and gesture during interviews, decoding their feelings through our patented mood portraits method based on picture selection, or even analyzing their voice characteristics during a prosody experiment. All those innovative methods highlighted the ability of Patchoulop to reinforce positive emotions such as comfort, care, or even happiness, while a placebo was definitely not able to positively influence the mood. For all those reasons, we truly believe that Patchoulop will make a clear impact for the scalp care applications.
Thank you, Matthias. This is just incredible. And you see, this is how we use the rules of the 3E. Efficacy, emotion, bringing pleasure, and making consumers being happier, and ecology through upcycling. Patchoulop is definitely opening new opportunities for hair care brands willing to launch products making consumers look and feel better. Last but not least, let's talk about hero molecules. In our beauty industry, some molecules have gained such a high level of popularity that consumers want to buy product when they see them in the labels. Hyaluronic acid is by far one of these superhero ingredients, as over 70% of consumers just love it. If low molecular weight hyaluronic acid penetrates into the skin and delivers anti-aging benefits, the high molecular weight hyaluronic acid gives topical hydrations. So we have been challenging our team of experts and asked them to develop for the second time an innovation based on high molecular weight hyaluronic acid that would deliver very long-lasting hydration just because this is one of the most wanted benefits by consumers. They came back with a real quantum leap in hyaluronic acid technology. Catherine, can you explain how our scientists have been able to break the rules and come back with a novel innovation based on hyaluronic acid?
High molecular weight hyaluronic acid is a hero molecule in the beauty industry thanks to its greatly improved hydration properties compared to lower molecular weights. However, as it cannot penetrate spontaneously, it is usually confined to the upper layers of the skin. Electrostatic interaction may help it permeate the skin. This process can be exploited by modulating the charges borne by the molecule. We took inspiration from technologies such as ionophoresis and identified bentonite, a specific type of clay with a lamellar structure. Thanks to a patented and proprietary process, Givaudan Active Beauty created crystalline imperfection by using bentonite, which can be activated to efficiently entrap high molecular weight molecules. This produces a clay hyaluronic acid complex and confers a negative charge to hyaluronic molecules, creating the condition for them to be electrically attracted to the skin's deeper layers. This process allows hyaluronic acid molecules to naturally penetrate deep into the skin to a depth of 75 micrometers, where they can deliver their benefits in the form of long-lasting hydration.
Thank you, Catherine. This is just brilliant. Our scientists have once again changed the rules and brought a revolution in the field of hyaluronic acid for our industry. By combining these two hero molecules, clay and HA, they ended up solving the equation that 1 + 1 can make 3. Matthias, how have we evaluated the benefit of this new complex between hyaluronic acid and clay called imperfection? And what were the insights that came out from this test?
By combining two gold standard ingredients, crystalline imperfection unlocks a new potential for hyaluronic acid and redefines the theoretical cosmetic boundaries by making the impossible possible. Consumers can now enjoy synergistic benefits from those popular ingredients in a clean and natural formula that they can trust. By vectorizing high molecular weight HA deep into the skin, this exclusive complex is able to deliver a huge boost of hydration with a long-lastingness never achieved before, for more than 24 hours in just one application. On top of the well-known benefits of the clay, such as anti-pollution or detox, the enhanced HA delivery will trigger an intense smoothing of the skin by reducing fine lines and counteracting the first signs of aging, while mattifying the skin to limit its shininess. And not only were we able to demonstrate those benefits with a prolonged use of the product over some weeks, but already a few hours after the first application, significant benefits can be observed with a reduction of the fine lines and shininess by 20 to 25%. Additionally, thanks to its constituents, both recognized for their textural properties, crystalline imperfection acts as a sensoriality booster, bringing softness to the formula with a satin touch on top of its amazing benefits for skin perfectness. And this is actually something you will be able to experiment for yourself during In Cosmetics, as we will present our latest concept, a primer called Step Up, featuring both neoporyl and crystalline imperfection for the best experience to look and feel good.
Thank you, Matthias. This is just outstanding to see that crystalline imperfection will bring new sensory experiences, instant gratification, and long-term benefit to all consumers in the world. We are now coming to the end of our keynote. You have seen in exclusivity the most advanced part of our innovation pipeline with neoporyl, the next generation pore therapist, Patchoul'Up, the dry flakes eraser, boosting self-confidence, and last but not least, crystalline imperfection, the clay vectorized hyaluronic acid for skin perfectness. All of them are to be discovered in further details and tested within our concept during the next In Cosmetics. Meet us on our booth G80. We hope to see all of you in person during the show to finally spend time together and discuss your future development projects. One more thing. Go to our interactive digital platform, UX Beauty, if you want to discover more innovation, more trends, more concept, and more science. You will also be able to order online samples of raw materials and samples of our concepts. Follow us on our new Instagram account dedicated to beauty inspiration at Givaudan Beauty. Thank you so much for all the comments you have been posted into the chat. We will come back to you very soon and answer all your questions. Stay safe and stay tuned. We will bring you soon much more innovation for the beauty world. See you in Paris.